getting ready to film your question and answer from October. But yeah, look out for it. It's coming. Wait, they didn't tell you? Are you serious? So you didn't know? Black Girls YouTube too.
I plan on being Pt2. I currently take CCBC classes as well as my high school course. Will Howard accept those college credits as well? I googled what CCBC meant, and if you mean like the Community College of Baltimore, something like that.
If that's what you mean, yes, because I mean, like Howard will take like college credits from other universities, and
as long as the courses have similar.
Yeah, if the class matches a class that Howard offers, and you have to get at least a C in order for the transfer. And then they also I don't know, maybe CCB means like something close to like AP or IB classes. Like they transfer those to as long as you get like a 4 or 5 depending on the class. So really just have to talk to your advisor about the kind of stuff. Bring your paperwork, lots of copies.
Yes.
And you'll work that out as soon as you get here.
I want to register for the SAT subject test for Math 1, and I was wondering, when Howard asked for a 1,000 composite score for your reading and math scores, can I use the SAT subject test as that math score?
As far as I know, no. You have to, when they're saying the composite score of math and reading, they're talking about, the regular SAT that, most people take. Or, the ACT, if you're taking the ACT. But, it's not the subject. You can't combine the subject test and another subject test. It doesn't really work that way.
I mean, you might be able to use it to get into a higher math course, in terms of college credit, but to get in, I think mine is right.
Yeah, so make sure you check the regular SAT too, not SAT too, but the regular SAT, not just subject tests. You know what I mean?
And I have a 3.2 GPA. And all my grades are in the mid to high 80s and 90s. Do I have a good chance of getting into Howard? In terms of your GPA, yeah, you do. It also depends on which college, school you're trying to get into. But keep in mind that other things are also calculated to that too,
including recommendation letters, your essay. Your essay is big. Because that shows, you really have to work on your essay. You should have your essay done, really, by September. At least in my opinion, I feel like you should have it in September before, you're applying to school so you can work on supplements and other things later on. Your essay and your SAT scores are also somewhat important. Some schools weigh that more than others, but your GPA is good.
Yeah. Is the journalism major competitive? Why'd you ask that? Yes and no. To get into the journalism department, I guess is neither here nor there. If you have the GPA and stuff and you get into Howard, most likely you are going to get into the major that you were trying.
But you also have to be a good writer, because if your grades are good, but your SAT scores are great at math, but not they're really bad at writing, they're not gonna
be a journalist major in that case, but
they're gonna be they might want you to wait a semester to actually put you in the schools too.
But now as for getting a career out of that, yes. When people come in and they're looking for interns and stuff, or writing for the Hilltop or any local newspapers and stuff like that, it's only money really, I guess, given to the go-getters. So in that sense, yes, it is competitive.
And actually, I think it's more competitive for broadcast journalists than it is for print. Because print is always going to be something you can write, but broadcast.
Yeah, but also print is starting to go out.
But I mean, print as in online is also there too. But I mean, print includes online in most cases. So.
What type of transportation do you use to go home for breaks in the summer?
The bus!
Girl, we fancy over here. We take planes. Stick a trip.
Oh my goodness. Sometimes, I think my mom brought me back last year from winter break. She drove me because I had too much stuff I wanted to bring back. But for the most part, I take the I take the bus. 'Cause, I mean, I live in New Jersey, but I'm really close to New York City. So, like, I take the bus from DC to New York, and it's like, I mean, it's like 4 hours, so it's not that bad.
For me, the bus doesn't even take me anywhere close to where I live, and where it does take me, I don't have family members there. So the plane will take me an hour away from home, and I have family that lives there that'll take me home. Now that's not to say. Oh, keep in mind, like I'm buying discounts, so that's not saying I'm dropping like $1,000 to go home on breaks. No. Yeah, but I have taken the bus before, but it was to go to New York City for something else. It wasn't to go home. But yeah, that's the transportation that we are using. Should I buy a hoverboard to beat Howard's Hills?
No. Actually, what's really funny, like, we both just tried to get on the hoverboard, like, today, and
Let's
we both...
insert that footage here. How you running over my purse?
Now just lean yourself over. Stand up straight and lean yourself over. You stop rocking and you got it.
I'm so tired.
You're good. Enjoy. Oh my god. Alright, so but the answer is no.
I thought that hoverboards were for people that were lazy, but they actually work on your calf muscles just as much as the hills do. So
I don't know about just as much, but they work.
they're alright. You'll look like a tool. Actually, I was gonna say you'll look cool if you have one, but you really don't. People will want to ride it, yeah. So in that sense, you look cool. But like to other people that don't have one, they're just hating, including me. Mm-hmm. I did that. I would just be like, but I mean, if you want one, sure. People do have them on campus, but yeah, you'll make the campus story. Compare CHN and the Quad. There is no comparison. So.
I actually stayed in the Quad during summer orientation. No, during summer orientation. So like I spent like 2 nights there. But yeah, okay, the Quad, is it bigger or no?
I've seen the rooms on Snapchat and they actually look bigger.
Okay, but the main difference is the Quad, they have communal bathrooms, so you're sharing a bathroom with your whole floor. And basically, they're known for having like a really strong sisterhood because socially it's really strong because it's like one of the older dorms, so they have all these traditions and stuff that some of the newer dorms don't. But CHN, you only share a bathroom with your roommate, so that's only one person you gotta battle the bathroom with. But you do have to clean your own bathroom. In Quad, you don't have to clean your own bathroom. And we're still like kind of creating our traditions because we're still new. We were the first class to live there. So, yeah. So like honestly, I mean, so their traditions are still kind of evolving probably.
Yeah. I'll be honest, we don't have as much respect on campus as the other dorms do.
Right. But yeah, it's brand new. It doesn't have like any like real issues like maintenance wise
or other things.
Yeah. So, honestly, it's just personal preference. Like,
you just gotta figure out what's most important to you.
Brand new stuff that don't break, or like sisterhood and like communal bathrooms.
Oh, when we say sisterhood, we're not just saying like, oh, you gonna find some friends. Like,
they're really
gonna know your floor.
Yeah, like, I knew the people on my floor, but not all. Actually, not all of them. So, like, there were some people I like kind of like still say hi to and stuff, but like I never became best friends with people who lived on my floor. But like in the Quad, most of them are like super tight. So.
They're deep everywhere they go. All you hear is them chanting. I'm not kidding. When I come to Howard next year, can we be friends? Girl or boy, yes. But like, just don't be weird about it. Because I mean, this was anonymous. I don't know who you are or what you look like. So don't like stare from across the street.
That's weird. I'm gonna look at you. Because chances are I'm going to be with her, right? And like, I'm going to look at you weird.
I was going to be like, what are you doing? But yes, we can be friends. We can all be friends. Actually,
I'm really friendly. Like, I'm sorry if I like look like I have an attitude, but I'm really friendly. I'm really,
I feel like they know that Brian's actually a really, really lit person, whether you know it or not. So
I'm low-key lit.
Does Howard look at behavioral record for admissions?
I don't know. I feel like they do. But, like, I don't actually know. You have to call someone and ask that. I don't give you wrong information, but...
Okay, I'm gonna say define behavioral, because if it's like you got suspended in high school because like you didn't come to class or something, I'm not so sure. If you've been to jail,
No, that's just like a record. That's like a felony. Like, I don't know. That's different, I think.
well, so then it's for behavioral and stuff.
I
Like,
thought
if you
they
had
meant-
detentions and stuff,
They might, well, not detention. Maybe like if you've been suspended or expelled, they probably will know. Like like your school probably might. I don't know.
I
Just
have
call
friends here
them.
that have been expelled from school though.
Really? But I mean, maybe it's not deciding factor, but maybe Howard still wants to know.
They like when your counselor has to write your recommendation letter. Actually, most likely they will say something about you being suspended or expelled. That's life. Make sure everything else is good though. Like if you have nice grades and that happened, maybe they'll look past it. But I do have friends here, two that have. If that's what you mean by that's what you mean by behavioral record, then.
But you might want to actually call like someone in admissions and ask them that for like specifically.
Do you ever feel like your friends or people that you know will judge you for your videos?
No, we love her videos.
Yeah, I do. All the time, actually. It's just something that I'm guessing you're asking because you want to do YouTube videos, or maybe you already do. It's just something that you're going to have to learn to get over, unfortunately. Like, not everybody is going to like what you say. I get a lot of negativity, actually. You guys don't see it. But people come from my life quite often. I like what I do. I'm confident in what I do. Sometimes I had my moments where I had to ask, like, do I need to stop doing this? Like, not in terms of YouTube, but like certain things that I talk about. Do I need to stop doing this? I don't know. Is such and such going to see this and then be like, oh, she's talking about, like, I just have to be me and be comfortable being me. And then that's how I get past that. But to answer your question, yeah, I do feel like I do get judged. I'm strongly considering HU, but my mother was informed on this take HU back-ish and is wondering if HU needs to be the move next fall. Can you inform me on what's going on? Because I'm trying to see what's up. Howard is good.
My bad.
Girl! Don't they tell you silence your ringers in the movies? This is a movie.
Just Twitter.
Did you silence it?
I put it on vibrate. Same thing.
Okay, so this was a month ago. Is Take Back HU still relevant?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes and no. Yes, it is, but it's not like in the media right now. Actually, the March Madness is in the media. But can I inform you on what's going on?
Basically, Howard students, they started this hashtag to kind of air out their grievances with the university in regards to like financial aid and stuff, like
Registration.
Yeah, registration. Well, that's a more recent issue, but still, any kind of like issues they had with the university, they kind of started this hashtag, and then the hashtag kind of propelled like an actual like movement where people like actually did protest in the A building and like different things like that. And so, I mean, it actually was pretty effective because the university did listen and they did, fix some of the problems people were having. So like with their monies and like, things like that. It's still relevant because not everyone's problem has been fixed, and actually like there are still like new problems arising every day. But it actually, it was a good representation of how Howard students kind of band together and they get stuff done.
Years and decades, this is what we have been doing. Like, if you want something done, honestly, it's probably going to be an HBCU student, or specifically a Howard student that is behind it. But for your mom, so she can rest easy a little bit, keep in mind that the only reason that we are doing these things and trying to get attention brought to them is so that people like you, the future of our university, can prosper and not have to go through the same struggles that we went through. So, yeah, she's nervous, like, maybe that's not where you need to go, but if you're going to go to an HBCU regardless, there's going to be some kind of problem. Why not go to one where we are actually proactive about getting this stuff fixed? So that's what Take Back HU was. That's what it is. Is Howard still the move? Yes. But now you are aware that not everything is like perfect and glitter, but that's not any university.
Every institution has their problems, so like listening to people on Twitter discourage, like people are gonna have bad situations, but like you shouldn't just listen to people like who are trying to discourage you from going here just because their experience has been negative. Because their experience is not gonna be your experience. You make your own experience. I'm using the word experience a lot, but you make your own experience when you get here. Like it's about what you make of it, basically. So don't let just one person or even a couple of people discourage you from coming here just because they're going through a rough time.
You can submit through ask.fm/blackgirlsyoutube2